you hear about people talking about routines and habits every single day. And so I just want to take a few minutes and break down my habits and routines that have helped me transform my life around childhood trauma and abuse recovery. Um, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I was on a podcast recently. They asked me, and I'm sorry if you're watching on YouTube, the camera's super close to my face. I have no idea why. But thank you for watching anyway. If you're listening, you know that's happening. So, anyway, my routine's very simple. Outside of what I would consider to be the normal things like brush my teeth, make my bed, the big thing that I try to do every single day, no matter what, is just to simply remind myself that I am in control of my life. Now, this works for me, and I hope that it may work for you as well. And the way that this simply works is every single day when I wake up, I put my feet on the ground, take a breath just like that, and I remind myself, I am the one in control of my life. One of the biggest things that we suffer through as survivors is dissociation, our brain being disconnected from our body. But when I say I am in control of my life, it's a signal to myself to remember the truth about what is actually happening in this biological experience called life that we're having. And from that moment, the thing that I'm able to do is propel myself into the day. Now, of course, you hear the things about, don't jump on your cell phone first thing in the morning, step outside, get sunlight in your eyes, and those things are incredible. But the other thing that I would say that I do maybe a little bit different than a lot of people is I go through the Tony Robbins priming process, in which it is this breathing. I'll tell you this: Google or YouTube Tony Robbins priming, and he will do a way better job of explaining the execution and the process of doing it in a way that it is a neurobiological response.
We'll be right back to the show, my friend, but I wanted to let you know about our brand new podcast community for Think Unbroken podcast. I know that for so many trauma survivors like myself, for the longest time, I felt alone, like nobody got it, nobody understood, and that I was just going to have to figure this out on my own. But that's not true. And the reason why we created our brand new Think Unbroken Academy podcast community is so that we can bring all the members of the Unbroken Nation together in a place where we can learn, grow, heal, change, and transform our trauma into triumph. I would love to have you come and be a part of the brand new community. Just check out thinkunbrokenacademy.com or click the link in the podcast description. And I cannot wait to see you there, my friend. Again, just head over to thinkunbrokenacademy.com. And until then, be unbroken.
And so effectively what you're doing is you're oxygenating, you're putting oxygen in your lungs and in your brain. You are moving your physical body when you wake up. You are shaking out the trauma, basically, is the way that I phrase it. And then you are being able to step into your day in control and in power. And with doing that priming exercise now for years, the one thing that I can tell you is on the days that I don't do it, oh, I feel it. I feel it because our brains and our bodies are so disconnected. So it's not only saying I'm in control of my life, it's stepping into priming. And then from there, what it is I go into Wim Hof breathing. Now, the Wim Hof breathing method, again, I'm going to recommend that you YouTube this because he does a better job of explaining his modality than I do. But that process every day takes me anywhere from about 7 to 10 minutes. And in doing so, again, this is about oxygen. I'm able to really get inside of my body. And with that, what I do from that point is I make coffee, I grab my journal, and I use it's called Monk Manual. And so I use Monk Manual because I feel like it's my favorite. I've talked about this before. I've used Brendan Burchard's, I've used impact theories. I've used a lot of different people. I've even designed my own before. But I love the Monk Manual. I don't know why, it just really suits me. There's a million different ways to journal and to do to-do lists and all those things. And so when I do that, then the next step is I definitely make sure I'm hydrated. So water, pink Himalayan sea salt, and lemon juice. And I buy this big thing of volcanic lemon juice because I don't want to squeeze a lemon every day. That seems to work just fine. From there, it is head to the gym. And I work out 6 out of 7 days a week. If my body needs recovery, I recover. If it doesn't, and I'm just being lazy because natively I am lazy, I make myself go to the gym anyway. Often I find out once I'm there, I feel pretty good. About 4 days a week, not about 4 days a week, I do sauna for 20 to 30 minutes, depending on the day. Um, go look at the sauna research around both heated and infrared saunas that Dr. Rhonda Patrick has done, because her work is absolutely incredible. And then from there, after the gym, I get into my work day. And the thing about this is, and you have to understand this, the first 1 hour to 90 minutes of your day, you really have to think about making that your time. And that needs to be your time, because if you are out here and you're working, you have family, and you have kids, and you're of service, where else in the day are you going to find that?
Hey, Unbroken Nation, we'll be right back to the show, but I wanted to let you know that you can grab a copy of my first book, Think Unbroken: Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma, for free. If you go to book.thinkunbroken.com, you can download the PDF ebook version of the book and get everything that I know about the baseline of healing trauma for free, downloaded to your email right now. Just go to book.thinkunbroken.com to download your copy of Think Unbroken: Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma for a PDF for your phone. Again, that is book.thinkunbroken.com.
And so my hope is that this will just be a small reminder to you that, you don't need, even you don't even have to have 90 minutes. If you can find 25 to 30 minutes in the day, in the morning, no cell phone, for just you, it will make a huge difference in your life. And for me, meditation comes in, depends on how I feel. I do not meditate every day. I used to. Now I do not. Maybe I will again. I don't know. But ultimately, the brain body connection is kind of at the cornerstone of all of this journey for me. So I wanted to share this with you guys just simply because I've been asked about it frequently over the course of the last couple of months. And for me, this routine is ironclad. I've been doing it for years. It helps tremendously. And when you understand the biological experience that you're having, you can recognize how important it is to right off the bat be able to calm and control your central nervous system. Make sure that you're in a parasympathetic state. Parasympathetic being the rest and digest, the recovery. You can also remember parachute as a way of context for this. And when you're in that state, you are more able to freely flow throughout your life in the day to day, to move, to breathe, to laugh, to have fun, to enjoy life. Because, my friends, we know this journey is very, very difficult, but in between the difficulty should and can be joy and fulfillment. But you have to be willing to step into that. So I hope this is beneficial to you, my friends. I appreciate you being here. Have an amazing day. Make sure you come and join Think Unbroken Academy. Just go to thinkunbrokenacademy.com, where you can find a ton of free resources, an amazing, beautiful community of trauma survivors, and many, many things to come. And so that's at thinkunbrokenacademy.com. And until then, my friends, be unbroken. I'll see ya.
We'll be right back to the show, my friend, but I wanted to let you know about our brand new podcast community for Think Unbroken podcast. I know that for so many trauma survivors like myself, for the longest time, I felt alone, like nobody got it, nobody understood, and that I was just going to have to figure this out on my own. But that's not true. And the reason why we created our brand new Think Unbroken Academy podcast community is so that we can bring all the members of the Unbroken Nation together in a place where we can learn, grow, heal, change, and transform our trauma into triumph. I would love to have you come and be a part of the brand new community. Just check out thinkunbrokenacademy.com or click the link in the podcast description. And I cannot wait to see you there, my friend. Again, just head over to thinkunbrokenacademy.com. And until then, be unbroken. Thank you so much for listening to Think Unbroken. Please share this episode with someone who could use it and help us move forward in our mission of ending generational trauma in our lifetime. And if you would, please take 5 seconds to pop on iTunes or Spotify, hit that 5-star, leave a review, and you can also reach out to us on social at Michael Unbroken or at Think Unbroken. And of course, you can check out our YouTube channel at think unbroken. Thank you for being a part of Unbroken Nation, my friends. And until next time, be unbroken.